Kia ora guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Star Wars, a RimWorld tale. Now, things will be a little different in this episode to the previous one. I'm no longer recording this while streaming. Unfortunately, live streaming RimWorld while we have a colony as large as this was just putting too much stress on the game. So unfortunately, it was not possible for me to continue doing that. So unfortunately, RimWorld going forward is going to be going back to its offline. Okay, wow, the visitors have just left, and they were very, very happy. They left us some methadone. Thanks, guys. But you should notice that things are going to be running a little smoother than before. When I'm streaming, it does use a fair bit of the CPU, so yeah. When we're still going speed 3 on this, you'll notice that it is still a little janky, but for the most part, it is going to be running a lot smoother than before. Now, in the previous episode, we did remove a decent portion of our animal population. We managed to cull the boars down quite a bit, and so that means that we have a decent amount of meat available to us to eat. But we're keeping everything else growing as well at the same time. Our animals still have things to eat. For the most part, our colony is still doing very, very well. It seems like they're leaving. They're kind of hanging around. I think they are going to be going, but well, yeah, they're on their way out now. Ryuiki is still kind of hanging about as well, though, who was a prisoner who just decided to come and say hello, an escaped prisoner from the rebels. But yeah, we'll just chill with that. But yeah, things are a lot smoother than in the previous episode. You'll notice that things are running a lot better for the most part. And unfortunately, yeah, for RimWorld, it's just going to have to remain an offline series for the foreseeable future. Somewhere down the track, I might end up getting a second machine set aside purely for the purpose of streaming, but it's not super necessary, so I don't want to go, you know, specifically in that direction. So for now, RimWorld will be back to how it was before. I might play around with episode lengths and the rest as well. We'll just see how that goes, see how we enjoy the episodes in terms of length, in terms of the amount that are coming out. Because sometimes I know it's easier to watch shorter episodes, but then sometimes it's easy just to watch like one longer episode. So I think what I might end up doing is doing a little bit of a survey, a little bit of a poll, just to see where everyone's at with that. But seeing as things are going so well for us here, for the most part, we're just going to be fast forwarding through a lot of the time that we're spending here. Things are going well for the temple overall. Cyrus has now leveled up in his force powers. I think our Jedi are very, very far along in terms of their progression and their training. And as for Cyrus, what next for you? We got some sirens. I'm going to be arrested. No, I think we're going to go for defense for the most part, because he is more, well, he's the healer more than anything. But yeah, unfortunately, poor Red is still waiting. Still waiting for our research to kind of catch up with him. And we are researching, we are working on brain surgery. I do want to get it. I do want to be able to essentially bring him back from, well, not being able to do anything for us at all. He was just in a lot of pain and everything beforehand. Bolo's actually going out to hunt some capybara. We probably don't need to be hunting capybara right now, but you know what? It's fine. The boar population has been reduced a lot, but they're already starting to make up for lost time. Okay, I'm going to be walking around a lot faster. That's good. It's going to help me walk around and plant some more grass for our animals to be able to chew on. And more importantly, this grass is here for our chickens as well, to be able to have like a little bit of a dig around, and I guess, yeah, digging's what chickens do. There you go. Yes. It sounds like Bolo's getting his hunt on. Now, hopefully we don't have a massive riots like last time, but there is only 2 of them there, so we should be fine. I believe I have asked for, yes, here we go, some extra fortifications to be placed around our steel improvised turrets. And I've actually just noticed here, we do have some steel. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and ask for that to get mined. So Mira is more than likely going to head down here to help us out with that. And it's probably not a giant deposit that we're dealing with, but hell, we'll take it. And Bolo, thank you very much for that. There is only 1 more capybara left down here, so we'll be grabbing him. The monkey looks like it's, yeah, it's lots of missing body parts. We're not going to worry about that. We will leave it be for the time being. Quite a few dead monkeys, so it must have been a cobra before, and I'm pretty sure we've taken that cobra out. Unless it was the tortoise. Very well could have been, for all we know. And look at that, a wild boar is pregnant. What do you know? What do you know? Of course. I didn't actually have a look to see if you were force sensitive. You're not, are you? No, you're not. That's fine. You're a careful shooter. She's actually pretty good at mining. Age 50. No, we don't want to take in a prisoner that's well, a prisoner of the ripples. We don't know what don't know what she's done. Looks like Scoomer and Cyrus are having a little bit of a meeting, just talking about politics and whatnot. And I'm going to sneeze. Maybe. I'm going to try very hard not to. Use all of my force manipulation possible. And I'm okay. That is Jedi control there, ladies and gentlemen. That is Jedi control. We're getting quite a bit of food stashed away here as well, which is good. As soon as we start getting above 75, I'm pretty happy with things. I would like to see a little bit more kibble down there. We did unrestrict our animals in the previous episode, so we allowed our dogs to be able, our huskies, to be able to go anywhere. So they can come up into the freezer and they can just chew on some meat should they need to. But we're growing a decent amount of hay grass still, so we should be fine. And I'm actually really happy with how everything is running. It just feels a lot better. Solace is having herself a bit of a beer and a chill out before she goes and calls it a night. Cyrus is already asleep down there, and I kind of like that the pairings have happened here. It'd be nice to see some other pairings happen, you know, with the rest of the colony. For one, it just gives us good move bonuses, but it also means that you can fit more people in because, you know, you're sharing a room, which is good, and you actually don't mind sharing a room. Everyone's asleep now, apart from Solace, actually. And Solace, yeah, Solace is just still just chilling, drinking a beer. Nice. All right, and now everyone is actually asleep. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's our guest that was moving around before. But another quiet night. They don't stop. Even during the night, they're still... They just keep on going. There's no stopping those boars. They are a force to be reckoned with. So, yeah, even though we just did a massive population cull, I think they're going to bounce back relatively quickly, so... We're still going to have a lot of boars. And I guess that's a good position for us to be in, is that we're still having them reproduce rather quickly, so we're always going to have a source of meat at this stage. Things are quiet, things are nice. No mechanoid hives, no dogmen or blood scorpions. Yeah, they're the two. They're the two. Anson no longer has a shoot frenzy. Well, ain't that fine? That's the thing. Let's just stay zoomed in because it's still gonna chug a little bit because this is a large map and there are a lot of things going on that map. So we'll just stay at speed 3 in here because gush apparently gush is the new gosh, but yeah, gush, oh my gosh, it is yeah. I've learned my lessons about larger maps. Next time, we are going to be on a more smaller map, but that's going to play in very well with the kind of style of play that we're going to be doing in the next one anyway, so yeah. Again, without giving too much away. I'm hearing noises, but I don't see anyone up and about, so it's probably just our animals. Actually, no, Mirror is up and about. What, you know? Oh, Mirror and Triton are awake. Okay, I was like, they're awake, but they're still in bed. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And Triton's like right into a stew. Ready to start the day. Cute. Okay. Alright, it looks like Kisses is eating one of the meals up there. That's fine. Gertrude sleeping out there and Furious sleeping. Looks like we might need a few more little beds inside for our hauling animals because they like to sleep inside because they're our pets, you know? So we might have to look at getting a few more tacked on here. I don't know where I'd put them though. I think we'll leave them until other people pair off. For now, I feel like this is acceptable. It's fine. And they're doing fine. Once we get to 100% power here, I am going to turn these batteries off so that we'll always have them as a backup should we have any like mass surges of power or anything like that. We've still got a really decent amount of wood left as well. You guys are going up there to consume some grass, that's fine. I like that the others can go off to these other areas to go and do that. Whereas, you know, our boars that are still learning to haul, they're just going to roam around in here. I don't think we're going to teach many more boars how to haul, just because obviously we have a lot of them already. We've got some more alpaca wool. The wool is great. It's a really good trade resource for us, so I hope that we are putting it away whenever we can. Looks like we're kind of full up here though. Yes, again, with all sorts of things. You know what? I'm kind of half tempted to take weapons off that and just put weapons down here. Just have all of our weapons stored down there. It's kind of not a great idea, seeing as this is actually outside of the walls. So literally anyone can just walk up there and pick up weapons. But yeah, that, or I just need to make sure that we sell them. I think that's what we're gonna do. I still don't want that wool just to go to waste though. Can I tell someone just to haul it? Prioritize sewing area. Nowhere to store it, yeah, so we are actually out of places to store that wool. Because we don't actually have anything down there to trade. Do we have a trade beacon up here as well? We should. Well, I guess we don't really need to because these are more of our like core resources. So we're not really going to be trading them. Oh, we actually do have a rib replacement. Oh, shoot. How long have we had that for? What else do we have? Scyther blade, scyther blade. Okay, these are just scyther blades. Okay. Well, let's get that rib placed in. So we're going to go through to health and just see who it is that needs the rib replacement. Mirror, no, you're fine. Giselle, Solace, 10th rib shattered. So Solace is going to be the first one to get this. So we're going to go and add, install painkiller as the 10th rib. Yes. There we go. So she's going to have that little operation. We're going to need to make sure that more of that gets done. So how many more do we need? I think I asked for a few of them. Yeah, 2 more to be created, but we're kind of lacking the resources to do it. We need to make, what was it? Go juice to be able to make those? Is that correct? 3 go juice. Yeah, so 3 go juice per each one. Okay, make go juice. We need yayo and neutroamine, so we need to make yayo first. Okay, noted. So let's go ahead and make some yayo then. Can we make yayo yet? We can make go juice, but we can't make yayo. That's frustrating. So we actually needed to have yayo before. Damn. Okay, well, look, let's go to our research. After brain surgery, which is our top kind of priority right now, we will go into yayo. Where are you going to be, though? Is it going to be Psychite refining? Is that Flake and Yayo? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to go and add that to be done afterwards. It's only 400 research, so it's a pretty quick one. I just don't want to take... Actually, no, let's do it first. 400 research isn't going to take us long at all. I was going to say I don't want to take brain research off because we're going to keep on suffering for it, but that's going to take her a day if we're lucky. And it looks like the operation is happening here, so... We'll tune in and see exactly how it goes. It sounds like Triton's brewing tea in the background, which is normal, to say the least. And as for Solace, we have successfully added that, and in that process, I have leveled up. And I think I must be pretty high level by now in terms of force powers. Level 23. Yeah, so everything's a little high. I think I'm going to max out lightsaber offense before I go back down into the force pool. So that's good. Let's just check everyone else's force, make sure that we're not actually... missing any points, and I don't think we are. No, we're looking good across the board. Okay, all right. I don't think there's anything else that I specifically want to add into the colony right now. I've been trying to think about like outside defense points and places that we can kind of hold up. I don't know how I would want to change them or design them at this stage. Like I've thought about designing like a little area here where we could have snipers kind of set themselves up. It looks like we have fully mined through this area. Not fully, I take it back. We actually do have some left there, so let's make sure that we finish off the iron that is there. But it might be nice to get some areas where they can go inside and Capybara Revenge. I think it's just the one though. Bolo, you got this, buddy. Nicely done. And look at that. Mirror and her pups are dealing with this here. Yeah, so like I was saying, I think it might be an idea to build something of a bunker, either on this side, actually probably on both these sides, because we seem to get attacks from this way, and that could be a good opportunity for our people to essentially open up an attack on them and then flee back down towards the base. It's nice to see that we actually do have more steel up here as well. It's something that I just missed earlier, and we kind of have like a semi-opening here. I'm tempted to open it up just in case it is a cave. Who was up here just before? Dana. I wonder if I could just steal you for a second, Dana. Let Giselle keep on working on that down there. But if I could get her to... No, I can't, can I? Or maybe I can. Yeah, there we go. Let's get her to run up here and see if there is anything behind this. It's probably just like a tiny little area. It's probably just a square here, but curiosity demands that I find out what it is. Let's see what we got. And she's getting to work. Oh, she's going to be very slow because she's not much of a miner. 80%. You can do this. You can do this, I think. God damn, it takes so long to get one ship. Come on, you're nearly there. Okay, that's all it was. Curiosity resolved. Ah, dear. Okay. I'll let her finish that off down there, which is good. It hasn't actually been built yet as well, so something else that's also needed. We have done this the whole way, though. It looks like very nearly power up until that point there. So we're close. We're on our way. Alright, Giselle. It looks like we've actually planted a decent amount of the field here with just regular grass, which is good because it's essentially just going to keep on it's going to repopulate itself. The animals are going to come and eat it. It's going to grow back. It's going to be good for them. Everyone should be getting fed. Not massively so. I feel like I do want to have a bit more kibble down here, but our hay harvest hasn't been... Well, actually, no, in saying that, we do have a bit that's just come in now. 167 isn't anything to write home about, though. We do need more than that, but once this next kind of bit that we've got growing down here is finished, we'll be looking solid. And actually, speaking of solid, we're at 100% on our charge, so let's go ahead and flick this switch. Turn the switch. Designate power. No, I just need someone to go and flick it for me. So let's see who's closest. Celeste, let's get you to have a little break for a second and go and flick the switch for me. It's been such a long time since I flicked a switch. How do I actually flick it? I thought it was just, do I just turn the power off on it? Is that what I do? Maybe, and then everything else past that point is going to be off, right? Okay, I thought it was just like an actual physical button that we press, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is now disconnected. That's good. So they're just going to stay there. They're going to hold their charge, and should we need them, we'll be able to turn them back on. Because having the amount of power that we have sitting in these batteries right now, not great. Like, you don't want to be at 100% for too long. So we definitely have more than enough at this stage. Oh, look at that kibble. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. So we are actually having kibble getting made now as well, so our animal's going to be right, and it sounds like Solace is up and about. And I don't know why we were giving hay to Solace. Who knows? It's a mystery. We'll never find out. So far, this has been another casual day in the temple. Things are pretty kind for us, really. No raids, just taking them out, growing food. I feel like it's reached a, you know, I think it's at capacity at this stage. I don't think we'd be wanting to plant anymore. I don't think we'd be wanting to grow anymore. I feel like it's actually at the point where, you know, this is where we'd want it to be. We wouldn't want it to grow any larger than where it's at the moment, because we can manage everything with the people that we have. That's a good place to be in. I mean, there are some things that do fall by the wayside. Damn, I'm incredibly fast now because of that frenzy. Just bloody jet boots around here. I would kind of maybe want to connect up these paths somewhere. Like maybe do one along here like that. Just so it kind of connects up to that stretch. You know what, let's do that. And I'm fine with this being dirty out here because it's a wooden pathway. It's meant to not be clean. I think that's perfectly fine. So we're going to go bamboo flooring, and we'll just run up and around the side of that. Just straight through. Yeah, that's okay. That'll work. We'll let that be done. There should actually still be some bamboo around, I believe. Psychite refining. There we go. Done. So we're now going to jump back onto research of the brain, surgery, kind. Okay, so let's just cut down some bamboo, just so we have a few to work with here. There, and we'll get rid of that for now. Okay, so with that being the case, we should be able to produce some yayo for ourselves. Let's have a look. Great, cool. Okay, so to make go juice, we need 1 yayo. Okay, so we want to make 6, so let's just make 6. Bam, done. Cool, so someone is going to go and work on that for us, and let's just say drop on the floor. because on the floor is the best storage place for pretty much everything. And so I'm going to keep my eye on that station for a little bit, see who, yeah, you're making ibuprofen. That's also okay. I will allow it. Because we've gone under our little amount that we had. And I believe ibuprofen's still working out okay for us, for those who take it. Yep. So Solace is taking it at the moment. Let's just see if there is anyone else that suffers from pain on a daily basis. I think we're looking pretty good. So that's another rib. Skooma needs one. Anson, you're fine. So Cyrus does have a little bit of pain. So we could put him on ibuprofen. Right kidney destroyed. Yeah, that's not so good. We can't replace that yet, Celeste. I would like to, but we can't. Prisoner rescue opportunity. Well, there we go. That's something that our Jedi can partake in. Okay. A prisoner being held by the Bloody Scorpions has managed to steal a radio and call you. Dozer is being held at a camp under armed guard. Rescue her and she will join your colony. She is a 24-year-old battle monk. She sounds like a Jedi student. We have to go for it, right? The camp will disappear after 27 days. If you miss the opportunity, you may never hear from Dozer again. Let's jump to the location. It's going to take a second or two to generate the planet. And with this, we are going to we're going to see exactly where Dozer is, because a battle monk sounds like a Jedi indeed, and the Bloody Scorpions are some of our worst enemies. Even though we have helped them out in the past, we have healed their wounded, the ones that we have actually wounded. It's not actually that far away, so how long would it take us to travel back from there? So if we went from there to there, 5.6 days, that ain't that bad. That means that we don't have to take nearly as much food with us. However, we'll still bring a fair amount with us because we'll be bringing an extra person back with us. We're going to start loading up for this. Yeah, we're going to start loading up for this. So let's see. If I select all of them like that, launch group of 4. So we want to send Triton, we want to send myself, we want to send Cyrus, and we want to send Anson. So the 4 Jedi. Do we want to send any of the animals with us? I mean, like, we could take one. I wonder if we could use, so the alpacas apparently we can use to carry things as well. We could bring one alpaca with us, right? Because we've got quite a few alpacas. At least I think that's the case. Yeah, look at that. We've got quite a few. Let's bring one alpaca with us and see if that will help on the way back. So how much does that knock us up by in terms of kgs? It adds another 100. That's fine. But then we're going to go to items and let's have a look at food and see what we want to bring with us. Obviously, we want things that are going to last. So just bringing corn with us is probably a better idea than, because I don't think we have any emergency meals made at this stage. No, we don't. So it's essentially going to be bringing corn and potatoes. And they last for a long time. Both of them do. So what if we brought 200 with us? That's 2.7 days worth of food. So we need more than that. So let's go ahead and bring 500 units of corn. That's 6 days worth of food, and that's probably more what we're looking for at this stage. So we're actually bringing a lot of corn with us, and that's just corn we're going to eat as is. It's not nice, but then again, we don't need something super special on our way there. We could just bring those simple meals as well. What if we brought 12 simple meals? That's 7 days worth of food. So what if we drop that down to 200? It's 5.6 days worth of food. I mean, it's a little close. So let's just go 250. We'll call it that, and we'll accept. Do we want to bring anything else with us? We probably want to bring... No, we don't really even need to worry about medicine because we'll be looking pretty good. I think we want to try and bring ourselves... I can't remember how much cloth it was to construct a pad. So I'm going to bring 60 with us and hope that's going to be enough. What the hell, let's go 100. And this is to build a meditation pad. Yeah. And look, we've still got space. We could bring more things with us, but it just means that we need to carry more things away with us. So I think I'm fine with this. They're going to start loading themselves into there, and we're going to be heading out to try and see if we can rescue this poor sod, who may or may not be force sensitive. Whether or not they are, a battle monk is someone that I think could fit in quite well into our temple. So one of us is going to be sharing a pod with an alpaca. I'm intrigued to know who it's going to be. But it's going to take a while for them to run those things of corn there and back. Damn, I've just lost the go frenzy. Let's see. I was trying to see who was going to grab an alpaca. The elephants are quite nice. We could potentially tame the elephants here. Because Solace is so incredibly good with animals, she's almost on 20, I'm sure she'd stand a chance at taming them. So I'm going to ask to try and see if we can tame a male and a female. Just because we can. So if I go to work, who is number 1? So Solace is number 1 on that for now. Giselle is also number 1. I want to take her off that just for the time being, or at least make her quite high up along that, because I want that to be something that Solace does. And if I can actually tell her to prioritize that, tame the elephant, she's going to come along and try. Great. Probably not going to be a huge chance for us to be able to succeed at this, but we can still try though. That's the other one. Okay, so that's the male one down there. I'll be intrigued to see how Solace does. I still don't know if I've seen a alpaca go towards these yet. Let's see. Solace, how are you going to do? Because, I mean, if anyone's going to be able to do it, it's her, because she's so incredibly good with animals. Look at them all. They're all following her. It's amazing. Like, they all just, like, huddle around her. It's kind of cool. I like it. And she's getting it some food. Okay. I want to have a look at its social and see. Responded well. Okay. Well, if it says responded, it doesn't tell us whether it was good or not. Tame failed, 12% chance. Okay, so the chance is there. The chance is there. It's not a great chance yet, but it will get higher over time. We had a little bit of lag then, which always makes me a little afraid, because there's a good chance that something bad is going on behind the scenes. There's a chance that the alpaca we're meant to get has fallen asleep, so we'll see. Hauling cloth, okay, you do you. Go grab what you need to. Looks like Solace is heading back inside because all of the animals are returning. What are you off to, Solace? You're going to go rest. Okay, that's fine. And we're just going to keep on hauling things backwards and forwards. Yeah. Oh well, we'll let them do what they need to do. God damn, we've got a lot of boars. We have a lot of them. God damn. Even after the massive boar culling, there is just so many of them. It never stops. We even did kill off one of our alpacas. We're at 50% on our brain research, which is good. We're slowly getting there, slowly but surely. And our colonists have finished loading the transportation pods, so you know what that means. They're already inside there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and launch the group. Okay, and we're going to be launching the group. Oh shoot, which one? This one up here, but there's also another one. Ooh. This was definitely the one that we're going for. We're going to drop at the edge. There's part of me that was thinking maybe we should have dropped in the center, because then it's just like instant surprise. The Jedi are right on top of them. But then again, they may not be in the center, and we might be, you know, not looking so good because of that. So we're going to watch the pods fly over in a group like this, and they're going to land right on the river. And we're going to see exactly what's in store for us. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pause, and let's go and zoom in. Okay, so we see we have a group. These are the bloody scorpions, and they have a prisoner here that we're meant to try and rescue. Am I seeing any turrets? No, we're not seeing any turrets. Oh, that's Dozer there. So Dozer is the one that we're trying to save. And it doesn't look like Dozer is force sensitive, but you know what? That's fine. Dozer is psychically sensitive, so in my mind, Dozer is kind of force sensitive. Or actually, look at the melee. I mean, I guess she's kind of more like the guy from, and I can't share it in I can't remember his name. The guy in Rogue One. So he's just like a student of the Force, but not actually force sensitive. Yeah. Oh, and Zabrak as well. Ah, I see. Another Zabrak for our colony. Okay, so we've got quite a few to deal with here. And where are we in this scenario? We are going to be... Yeah, where are we going to be in this? Okay, so we land right down there by the monkeys. Okay, and there's our alpaca. Fantastic. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to try and do, we're going to go to architects, we're going to go to furniture, and we're going to build a meditation pad out of cloth. And we do have enough cloth. We've got heaps there. So I'm going to go ask myself to quickly work on that meditation pad. with the idea being, if any of us need to, we can come back down here to charge up our force powers. Okay. We actually had some guests from the rebels. I don't remember seeing anyone from the rebels there. Oh, that was the prisoner. But she was a prisoner. How does that affect the... Anyway. I'm going to let everyone just kind of like rest for now while I'm constructing this. This is probably the right kind of time for us to attack anyway. Let's see. As soon as this is done, okay, alright. I'm going to rest as well. Okay, that's fine. I can rest up there for now. But guys and gals, that's where we're going to be wrapping things up for this episode. In the next, we're going to be attacking this camp. We're going to be trying to free Dozer. And the only way we know how, by using our force to try and do good. But that is going to be the next one. I have been Raikon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, may the force be with you.